as well. So Fred, take it away. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody feeling this morning? How about tonight? History is going to be made tonight. You're not here to hear me talk at all, but I want to give you a little introduction and not the standard resume of schools he's gone to and accomplishments my friend Vivek Ramaswamy has made. Who heard him speak Tuesday night? How about it? Fire. This is the future of our Republican Party. We as Republicans speak all too often about engaging the youth, engaging the next generation. I would bet money that everyone at this breakfast this morning is starting to get phone calls, starting to get engagements of these college-age kids now who are taking an interest, who have understood what this administration has done to this country, and they're proudly wearing a flag on their baseball cap. Real briefly, I'm sure everybody's seen Vivek. He's all over the place getting things done for President Trump and soon to be Vice President Vance. And you've seen him get crowded at any event, any venue, and he's going to be gracious enough to have the opportunity to maybe engage some folks after. But I just wanted to share a trip. I met Vivek probably about 18 months ago, and I had the honor of sitting on a campaign bus in New Hampshire. And I can remember, and I'm not sure if you remember this, Keene, New Hampshire, with the sitting Republican mayor and a D+12 city. And we're walking down the street meeting shop owners, because that's what we do in the Live Free or Die state. We meet people, we talk to them. It's retail politics, it's face-to-face, it's cup of coffee, and it's express your views. Vic, do you remember that morning? Cold out. Somebody rolled down the window and somebody said, "Hey, Vivek. Hey, Vivek." And your people were around you. And he looked at me and goes, "Did he just say my name?" I said, "Yes. Yeah, he knows who you are. It's working. It's working." And as long as we're a voice, he's a voice of truth. He's a voice of common sense. And he's reaching the people that we need to read. Vivek Ramaswamy is going nowhere. This is the future of our party. Let's engage with the strength of voice that this man has. I'm more than proud to introduce my good friend, Vivek Ramaswamy.
I want to thank my friend Fred Doucette as well, and Chris, great to see you guys, and thank you for the invitation back. I have to say that one of the privileges of running for president was to meet people like Fred across this country who have stepped up to serve, but through the stories that you don't often hear, but so many of us have experienced. Fred, I know you wouldn't mind me saying so from stage because I think it's important for people to hear it. Fred is somebody who is among the thousands of Americans who have lost family members to fentanyl flowing across our own southern border. A crisis of a scale that we've swept under the rug, but we have to see openly. And, I remember that man from Keene, part of the reason I asked you, is he calling my name, is actually, he was saying, "Is that Vivek?" And I was like, that's close pronunciation, but we went and talked to him. But actually, he was among many people, even in Keene, who we met, who were touched by, whose families had been affected by fentanyl flowing across our southern border. And I think you have been one of the brave voices to call attention to an issue that even the Republican Party wasn't paying attention to. And so we pray for your family like we do for so many across this country, my man. Thank you. Thank you for stepping up and serving. Tonight is a historic night. Today's a historic day. We're living in the middle of American history being made as we speak. It's worth taking a step back and understanding what's actually happened and how we got to where we are. The Democrat-led media called him a tyrant, a dictator, a traitor. They said he would make us a laughingstock on the global stage, and that his re-election as president would bring the end of the United States of America as we know it. I'm actually talking about Abraham Lincoln. It's exactly what the Democrat-led media said back in 1864, shortly before an assassin put a bullet in the body of the first ever Republican president. I believe that God has given this country and given Donald Trump the chance that Abraham Lincoln never had with a second term. And the question for us is, are we actually willing and ready and able to step up and seize the opportunity that we've given? That's what's on the table tonight. It feels like one of those moments where, yes, every 4 years the Republican Party gets together and we have party unity. This is more than that. Today isn't just about party unity. Today, I believe, is about national unity. Not in a fake sense, but in a true sense, a deeper national unity as Americans. So we go back into that convention hall tonight. Go there not as Republicans tonight, but go there to celebrate as Americans who we really are, to celebrate what it means to be a citizen of this great country. We've oftentimes forgotten that. Some of us, I criticize no one else but myself here, fall into the trap from time to time of criticizing the other side for their vision. And there's a lot to criticize, no doubt about it. They've fed our kids and their next generation a vision of race, gender, sexuality, and climate. And we could sit here and criticize that vision all we want. But we're not going to win. Maybe we'll win this election, but we're not going to win this country back unless we stand up and offer an alternative vision of who we really are and what we actually stand for. That's how we win this country back. That's how we lead all Americans. Individual, family, nation, and God beat race, gender, sexuality, and climate if we have the courage to actually stand for it. You are an individual, not riding the tectonic plates of group identity, but you're an individual created in the image of God, endowed with your own unique gifts, your own God-given gifts, without anybody else telling you who you are or what you can achieve. You're a member of a family, and I want more children in this country to see themselves as members of a family. The nuclear family is the greatest form of governance known to mankind. That's the backdrop of a nation, and I pledge allegiance to this nation, the United States of America, not some nebulous global citizen fighting climate change somewhere, but a citizen of the greatest nation known to mankind, proud of it, not apologizing for it. And yes, acknowledging we are one nation under God. That isn't a four-letter word, but something we're proud of just as our founding fathers were too. That's who we are, not just as Republicans, but as Americans. I think this is our moment as a party to say that we're done just running from something. This is our moment to run back to something, to our vision of what it means to be an American in the year 2024. 2024 is our 1776. It was a special time to be alive back then, as I believe it is a special time to be alive right now in this country. Revive those ideals of our founding. Thomas Jefferson, who signed that Declaration of Independence, said it better than we ever will. All men are created equal, endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, among these life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That is what we celebrate tonight in the party of not just Jefferson to Lincoln all the way now to Donald Trump. A party that believes in actual pro-American ideals like meritocracy, that the best person gets the job regardless of their skin color, regardless of their gender. Even if you see the current Vice President of the United States setting a different example than that, no. We strive for excellence. And that's why we're against group quota systems or the DEI regime. Not because we're against anybody, but because we stand for merit. We stand for free speech. That's who we are as Americans. You may disagree with everything I have to say, but I will still defend to the death your right to say it, because that's who we are as Americans. That's who we are as Republicans, and we're proud of it. It means the people we elect to run the government ought to be the ones who actually run the government, not a shadow government in the fourth branch of the administrative state in Washington, D.C. And you want to have mass deportations in this country? I'll tell you the first one we need. Mass deportations of millions of illegally unelected federal bureaucrats out of that swamp in D.C. That's how we save this country. And we have a historic opportunity to do it this November for the first time in a century. Woodrow Wilson started it, FDR continued it, LBJ metastasized it, Donald Trump, with our help, will put an end to it once and for all. Dismantle the nanny state, dismantle the administrative state, revive the constitutional republic that our founding fathers fought for. That's the opportunity we have, not only this November, but for the next 4 years. I know how much you care about this country, so I'm going to speak some truths that go beyond just winning this election. Let's fast forward this. We will face some temptation in the next 4 years and beyond to say we want to replace that left-wing nanny state with a right-wing nanny state. The right answer is no. We want to go in and dismantle the nanny state. We will face temptation to say, hey, I want to go in and take those government agencies, the Department of Transportation, the CFPB, the FTC, the SEC, the FDA, the God knows what, to redirect it to good purposes, to reform those agencies to do good. We'll face that temptation when we know in our hearts the right answer is to get in there and shut it down. That's how we save this country. It's not just about winning this election. It's about reviving our republic. Remember that. We're not just working hard over these next 4 months to be able to tinker around the edges. This is our moment to revive the ideals of an American revolution. This time we don't require, thank God, doing it the way that it had to be done 250 years ago. This time it's done through people actually just reawakening what our founding fathers imagined. We don't talk about the stories of our history anymore. I think that's part of what's gone wrong in my generation in particular, and especially Gen Z, which comes after me. What I see when I travel those college campuses, we went to college campuses across New Hampshire, in fact. What we see is a lot of young people in this country who aren't against what we stand for. We make that mistake sometimes. Just because they're chanting against the country. Intifada, they chant. Actually, they're trying to say intifada. I'm not kidding. You can hear these audio recordings. I'm not making this up last fall. What does that tell you, though? They don't even know what they're chanting, right? They're hungry for something bigger, but they don't know what they're actually quite looking for. We're hungry for a cause. Hungry now more than ever for purpose as Americans, for meaning, for identity. At a time when faith and patriotism and hard work and family have disappeared. So it's our job not to just stamp out the poison. We got to fill that vacuum with the real thing. Not wokeism, not transgenderism, not climatism or COVIDism or anti-Semitism, but with the real thing, with our vision of who we are. Blaise Pascal said it a century and a half ago. If you have a hole the size of God in your heart and God does not fill it, something else will instead. If you don't pledge allegiance to this flag, you'll pledge allegiance to a different flag. No doubt about it. That's why you see more transgender flags in the city of Washington, D.C. in the month of June, our nation's capital, than you see U.S. American flags. It's because we have a native need. We human beings do. It's what makes us human beings. We have to believe in something bigger than ourselves. It's how we're different than other animals. Part of what we've done in this country, especially in my generation, is we've been taught to celebrate our diversity and our differences so much that we forgot all of the ways that we're actually the same as Americans. See, we used to talk about the melting pot. My parents came to this country over 40 years ago, as legal immigrants to the United States of America, through the front door in the right way. They've taken me from coast to coast, including to Hawaii. Thank you, aloha to the Hawaiians in the room. Thank you for from sea to shining sea and beyond. But we've lost that notion of that melting pot in the country. Melting pot's actually considered to even be a microaggression now. They say that. I'm not making that up. It's why you don't hear it anymore. We celebrate our diversity and our skin-deep differences, but without that common thread that binds us together, who are we really? What are we, just a bunch of different-looking, two-legged higher mammals? Amalgams of flesh with a bunch of different shades of melanin? Walk in some geographic space that we call a country? Doing what our iPhones tell us to do on a given day? It's what America looks like at times, but there is more to this life and to this country than the aimless passage of time. We are put here for a purpose. Our founding fathers believed it, that divine providence guided them for a purpose to create something that did not exist for all of human history. The old world told them that, we the people could not be trusted to self-govern. The idea that we the people could be trusted to sort out our differences on climate change, to racial injustice, that was a foreign idea in the old world. But we said that, no, we're the nation that trusts we the people to get it right. For better or for worse, we create a government that is accountable to us, not the other way around. That's what makes the United States of America great. That's what made America great the first time. And that's what's going to make America great again, to stand for the hard truths that this nation was founded on. And I think part of what we have to do more of is pass those stories of American history on to those children, to that next generation, who are hungry for our identity. I thought I'd maybe share one of those stories that we often forget. We're celebrating, in some ways tonight, the legacy of Lincoln. It was actually at the Republican convention a little over 160 years ago that he gave his speech. He was the first ever Republican. That's where he gave his speech, "A house divided cannot stand." We would do well to remember his words today. But I'm actually going to remember the man who gave Lincoln his inspiration. It was the first president of the United States who was not a founding father. He was the son of the founding father. It was John Quincy Adams. His father, John Adams, actually took office as the second president. People talk today about how Thomas Jefferson was a slaveholder. Thomas Jefferson is my favorite president, but was he a perfect man? No, he wasn't. John Adams, his arch rival and competitor, actually was an abolitionist on principle back when it was unpopular to be one. His son, John Quincy Adams, became the U.S. president as an abolitionist as well. Abigail Adams was a staunch abolitionist. Their family did not own slaves on principle. So he was the first guy outside of the founding father class. He was the son of John Adams to assume the presidency with the vision of abolishing slavery. He was a successful Secretary of State. And by many measures, it's debatable, but you could say he even had a good number of successes as a president. I bring this up in the context of a guy who we know is going back to serve, who doesn't have to do it. Well, John Quincy Adams left office after one term. He was voted out. But it bothered him that he didn't get to accomplish everything that he wanted to in that first term, in those 4 years he was given. He toiled over it. He started the equivalent of going and starting a think tank. That's what we'd call it today, but a nonprofit, writing. He tried different things of different ways to volunteer and serve the country. None of them quite gave him satisfaction. He had that same sense of longing, that same sense of purpose and meaning, that vacuum in his heart that left and went unfilled. And he made a decision that nobody in American history has since made. There's a parallel to what Donald Trump's doing now. He went back to serve his country after leaving the White House, but he went back to do it as a congressman, actually. He's the only president who's gone back after leaving the White House to serve in Congress. And he chose an interesting time to do it. Because at the time he went back to serve in Congress, there was a rule back then. He was a former president who was subject to part of what they called the gag rule, a gag order. They still used gag rules on presidents back then. And the gag rule back then on this former president was that you on the Congress floor could not say the word slavery. It was the gag order in Congress. The southern states had negotiated. They didn't want to debate on the merits of slavery. So no one said it, because you'd be censured and risk yourself of being removed from Congress. But this man had already been the president of the United States. So what did he have to lose? He's just now a mere congressman. What did he do? He said, I'm going to go over there, and I'm going to say the word. I said, slavery, 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 slavery. What are they going to do to me? They censured him, actually. So he had a trial to be kicked out of Congress for violating the gag rule. He had a gag order on him, and he violated it. He used his own trial for 2 weeks, from the crack of dawn all the way to the end of the day, to make the case for abolition. He did it so powerfully in his own defense. He wasn't defending himself. He didn't need to serve in Congress. He was doing it because that was his purpose, what he believed he was put here to do. By the end of his trial, they had gotten rid of the gag rule, and we actually had the debate in Congress on the merits about slavery. A few years later, he didn't stop. He continued to give speeches on that Congress floor. He actually had a stroke and died in the middle of giving a speech on the Congress floor a few years later. They kept him alive after the stroke for about 2 more days in the congressional anteroom chamber. 2 more days they kept him alive, but he died in that building where he went back to serve. They came back out and they asked for volunteers for who would carry out his funeral rites and take his body out. And the first person to raise his hand was none other than a little-known first-term congressman from the state of Illinois by the name of Abraham Lincoln. See, this is all part of a longer American story that began long before tonight and will continue long after tonight, 250 years before it began. And here it is to last another 250 years and then some still ahead of us. We have our responsibility to pass on not just those stories, but the spirit of our founding to our kids and to our generation. I'm a father of 2 sons myself. Fred spent a lot of time with them on that bus in New Hampshire. I wouldn't have run for president if it wasn't for my 2 sons, if it wasn't for being a father. I wouldn't have thought about it. I was in the world of business. Unlike so many of you, when I graduated from college, my first calling wasn't, like many of my peers, to go serve in the military or to go serve in elected office. I wanted to live the American dream. My father came to this country with no money 40 years ago. He faced down the layoffs, brutal layoffs, at the GE plant in Evendale, Ohio, under Jack Welch's tenure. And he had to go to night school for 4 years while he was in the middle of his career. They had a program where he could keep his job because they were short on patent attorneys. He would drive to Northern Kentucky University Law School about an hour away after a full day at work. And I had the opportunity, this is actually what first got me into politics. I was in 6th grade. He would take me to those night classes. About 10 o'clock at night, we'd be coming back. My dad actually leaned a little left of center, so we would have these debates. I'd be learning about who are these guys, Clarence Thomas and Antonin Scalia, that my dad was arguing against. Learned that as a 6th grader, and part of the reason I was able to do all right at Yale Law School myself is I'd already gone to law school once back when I was in middle school. So when I graduated from college, nonetheless, my calling was to say, who's that Jack Welch guy? Tell me a little bit more about how one achieves this whole successful thing, that he had a lot of power over my family. It's a whole dimension of the world that I didn't know existed. So you know what? I'm going to actually play that game of American capitalism. Do it in a productive way. Do it the right way. Play by the rules. Create productive things. I started multiple companies. Thankfully, had the opportunity to start several companies. One's a multi-billion-dollar business that got 5 FDA-approved drugs for patients. One of them is a life-saving therapy for kids who die of a genetic disease. That's the course I took. And I think we've got to be careful, even in our own movement, not to apologize for success or capitalism. I still think capitalism is the best-known system we have to lift people up from poverty. And I don't want to apologize for that, and I don't want us to become the party that apologizes for it either. Capitalism is a beautiful system, and I think free markets still are a system that lift us up. But there's more to us than just the capitalist side. And I think becoming a father is what opened my heart to say that also there's a side of us that's more than just a capitalist. We're also citizens. We're both of those things. That's what makes America beautiful. I think it resides in each of us, if we're willing to admit it. For a long time, we have been the party of the individual, and I embrace that. The party of the rugged individual, living the American dream through free market capitalism, achieving success, including material success without apology. But there's also a part of us that we haven't quite admitted as conservatives that's also hungry to be part of something bigger. The sum of a whole, a country that is bigger than the sum of its parts. America is both of those things. Individualism and unity. Capitalism and democracy. Yes, sometimes they run a little roughshod over one another. But the beauty of this country is the careful tension between both of those things. 1776 was both the year of the wealth of nations and the year of the Declaration of Independence. That's who we are as Americans. We're both of those things. We believe in the power of the individual, and we believe in the power of the community. It doesn't have to be the Republican Party represents one while the Democrats represent the other. In this moment of national unity, I think we tonight become the party that celebrates both the individual and the nation that is the sum of more than just the individuals who are a part of it. And if we remember that, that's what made America great the first time. That's how we actually make America great again. we don't have to be this nation in decline that we've become. And I'm not a guy, Fred knows this. Sometimes they would say, don't forget the optimistic side of your message. I don't believe in peddling fake optimism. Right? If Ronald Reagan were with us today, I don't think he would be in this room right now telling you that it's morning in America right now, because it's not. But it can be. I don't think he would tell you the American dream is alive and well right now. It is not. It is alive and maybe barely hanging on for life support. But it can be alive and well again. It just requires each of us to step up and make our sacrifice for this country. And that's what I'm asking of you. This isn't going to be easy. Not just winning this election, but even beyond. Are there going to be some inconveniences when we get in there and we shut down the Department of Education, send back that taxpayer money to states across this country so you can choose where you send your kids to school? That's what we're going to do. I appreciate you applauding now, but I'm going to ask you to remember that 2 years from now, when there's going to be, they're going to be all roses. No, hunky-dory path. No, there's going to be a little bit of clunkiness along the way. If you're getting in there and actually shutting down that regulatory state, actually reviving the republic that this country was founded on, it's not going to be smooth sailing at every step of the way. You're thinking about firing millions of federal bureaucrats, rescinding regulations, sending money and resources back to the people where it belongs. No, but it's going to require some sacrifice along the way. That's the honest truth. But we can make that sacrifice if we know what we are sacrificing for. Think about our founding fathers. 56 men who signed the Declaration of Independence. We talk about them, we celebrate them. We don't often pause to ask what became of them. 12 of them had their homes burned to the ground by the British, ransacked before their deaths. 5 of them were captured and tortured by the British until their deaths. 9 of them died in the Revolutionary War. 3 more of them had their kids die in the Revolutionary War. If we face John Jay and Alexander Hamilton and Thomas Jefferson and George Washington in our afterlife, and they look you in the eye and ask you, what sacrifice did you make for your country? We better have a darn good answer for them. So I'll end where I began. 2024 is indeed our 1776. It is a special moment to be alive. But with that comes a sense of responsibility, a sense of duty to this country. And if you all do your duty to this country in our hour of need, and this is our hour of need, I don't believe we'll be given this chance again. If my 2 sons are in high school before we get this right, I don't think we have a country left. But this is our moment. Even if what happened on Saturday night had gone 2 centimeters in a different direction, we may not have had a country left. But we were given this chance, and if we seize the chance we've been given in our hour of need, that falls on your shoulders, on our shoulders. If you do your part, I promise you, Donald Trump will do his part. I promise you, I will do my part. I promise you, Chris Agar and Fred Doucette and everybody else in this room will do their part. If you all do your part, I promise you, we will do ours. And make sure, not in some fake politician way, but in a true way, make sure that our nation's best days are actually still ahead of us. Make sure that that American dream still survives another generation, and then another century, and then another 250 years, and then some still to come. Make sure we will still look our kids in the eye and mean it. They know when you're lying to them, when you will mean it. When we say you get ahead in this country with your own hard work and your own commitment and your own dedication, and that you are free to speak your mind at every step of the way without fear of the government telling you what to do, without fear of political violence. That is who we are as Americans, and with your help, that is what we are going to revive this November when we send Donald Trump back to the White House. Thank you. God bless you and your families, and may God bless our United States of America. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Comes from the heart. That is the best.
So I'd like someone to hold this up front.
I wore that at the debate. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. I've been on your team for a minute. Selfie?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And then Vivek is going to take some photos over here.
Good to see you guys.
So good to see you. Thank you so much. You squeezing in?
I think they told me to get in.
You're right here.
Honored to have you here.
Appreciate you know American history.
Thank you. It's what we have. It's what got us to where we are.
How's that?
I'm Senator Mark Johnson from Arkansas.
Good to meet you.
It's great to meet you. You just
May we have our photo with you?
this is
May we
my
have a
wife
photo with you?
Catherine.
Oh, really good to see you. How are you?
I know you're busy.
Good to see you. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. How's everything going? Good. Good. I'm glad. Thank you.
Could you take that for us, please?
Hey. How you doing? Yes, sir.
You want to sit up and follow the line?
We can do it. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. That might
do it so we
might be
can-
clean. Yep.
You
Give
wanna
everyone a
come over
chance.
and-
I would love to come down. I'd be honored. I'd love to. We'll set up. Hey, good to
Thank
see
you.
you.
Oh,
good
my
to see you.
goodness.
Thank you.
Aloha.
Aloha. Aloha. We were going to come visit
Try to
you.
get over there so I can get
Thank
your
you.
pictures.
Fred, you want to do it right here?
Definitely right here
Line
for
up
you.
this way.
Yep. Yep.
Please come.
Thank you. Here, we can do it with the
This
background.
way, yeah.
We can do the flags in the background. Thank you. Good to see you. Thank you. All right, Fred, you want to? Fred, you want to?
And then
do
exit
it?
to the left.
You want to set up the line?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
If we could line up this way.
Thank you. We will. We will.
stay
Thank
with
you.
me.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You want to do some photos? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh yeah. You're good.
Okay. So we line up this way.
May I shake your hand?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes,
I appreciate
come
it.
to Oregon.
We
Can I
love
have
that.
The line is
We love that. Thank you.
up over there. The line is over there.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, great. Thank you.
Kind of a.
Come to Oregon.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so
Well,
much.
we'd love to have
we
you
will.
in
We will be there.
Arkansas.
We will be there. Thank you. Thank you. Hey.
Shaka. This is Shaka sign. Oh. Thank you, Vivek.
Aloha.
Come to Hawaii.
Thank you. We will.
Okay,
we will.
love
Thank
you.
Thank you. We love you back.
We
We're
want
going to
you
make
in
sure
the
that-
White House.
We're going to come visit you guys, and I want to check out how everything's going to Maui and make sure that we can do whatever we can to
Yes.
help. So thank you. Thank you.
You really are our future.
Thank you, my man.
From
We're-
Oregon.
Thank you, man. We're going to
should come
come
out
visit.
there
I would like to.
sometime. Really.
I'm glad things have gotten a little better, it seems. If I can be helpful, let me know.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Hey, good to see you.
Oh my God, you were great yesterday.
Thank you.
Oh, my
Thank
God.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Vivek.
you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
How's it going? Get in front of me. I'm sorry? Yeah, I'm sorry. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vivek.
Hey,
Thank
guys.
you.
Good
Son
to
of
see
an
you.
immigrant like you. Proud of you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, brother.
Hold on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Thank you, brother. Hey,
Hey,
good to
thank
see
you
you.
for everything you're doing.
Thank you.
Thank you so
All the
much.
best. Thank you so much. Hey,
there, sir.
good to see you.
Thank
you.
Thank you so much.
Take care. Thank you. Good to see you. Thank you.
Adjust this here. You can do
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good to see you.
You too.
Keep fighting.
Thank you. I just ran for mayor for our city.
Thank you. Oh,
Come on
amazing.
this side
Amazing.
so my husband can get it.
Thank you.
Hey, and I'm
Hey,
gonna,
thank you, guys.
You still got your text. I'm going to give you a call.
Thank you.
She's my
Thank you.
Great, thanks.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Hey, good to see you, man. Thank you.
Which way you got it? This way? Okay, step
Thank you.
Thank you.
Love your message. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Hey, how you doing? Thank you. Thank you. Hey, good to see you.
These are going to be great pictures.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hey,
Thank you for your
thank you.
support of Israel.
I appreciate that. Thank you for recognizing it. Thank you.
Great speaker.
Take care. Thank you very much.
also like Moms for Liberty. I started the first chapter in Arkansas.
Oh, you
Thank
did?
so much for partnering with us in so many ways.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Keep spreading that message.
Okay,
You're doing important work.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Been with you from the start, man.
Thank you,
Just
man. I
love your
appreciate
message
that.
and
Thank you,
everything.
brother. You from Arkansas? Or?
Absolutely.
Nice.
Business owner, and so just
Amazing.
appreciate everything you've done.
Amazing.
So
man.
keep going.
Keep the fire alive. You too. You too.
All right.
I appreciate it.
Vivek,
Thank you.
2028, baby.
Aloha.
Good to see you.
Thank
Good
you,
to see
guys.
you.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank
Hey, I
you.
got kicked out of the Haley cocktail party because of that shirt I made of you.
Oh, is that right?
Yes. Proud to do it. I'd do it again.
I appreciate your passion, my brother.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
I love
Don't
how
stop
you
fighting.
weave history into your
Thank you. Oh,
songs.
thank you.
Great job.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hey.
Vivek, this is for you from the Hawaii delegation.
Oh, my goodness.
That's
Thank you.
our official pin, and on the back is our contact information. I was a U.S. diplomatic officer under Condoleezza Rice. I did a stint at the National Security Council. So if you ever come to Hawaii, contact us. Our party would be happy to.
I would love that.
Take you around, and we know some supporters and fans of yours there.
Awesome.
But also we have one
Take it,
policy.
brother.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank
One
you.
policy thing is that we need protection from the PRCs about to invade Taiwan. And the
Oh, no
danger is
kidding.
really
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
All of our Pearl Harbor bases.
I know well. I visited the Pearl Harbor base.
Jesus bless you and your
This is
family.
Chris's.
Thank you.
this is
Thank you
Chris-
so much.
Chris Hager's
Hey,
son.
oh, that's you. Yeah, good to see you again, brother. How you doing?
Great. Yeah.
I love that.
It's picture day. I'm going to get a line next.
Good seeing you, man.
Good to
You're
see you, too.
incredibly proud of your father, I'm sure.
yeah.
Thank you.
About
Thank
time.
you. I'm grateful for him.
I'm so glad you would have been my pick for president. So that
Thank you.
Having to
I
Trump.
appreciate it, brother. Thank you. What's your name?
Kamal Richards.
Kamal.
Yeah.
Taking a
Thank you,
photo
man.
picture.
I appreciate
See you
it.
around.
Take care.
Hi, how are you?
Thanks. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Oh,
you.
she doesn't have a phone, so we're going to use mine.
Thank you. Hey. Thank
I
you.
appreciate you so much and your
Thank you.
fire. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Very inspirational.
Hey,
You're a
thank
great
you.
American, sir.
I appreciate that.
I
Thank you,
appreciate
man.
you, man.
You are too. We're counting on you. It's all of us. It's all of us. I mean
God
that.
bless.
Thank you. Hey.
Thank you, Vivek. Susan
Thank you,
Gessler from
Susan.
Arkansas.
Good to
Thank
meet
you,
Susan.
thank
you.
you.
It's an honor. Hey.
Hi, nice
good to
to
see
meet
you.
you. I'm running for Congress.
We
Thank
need more
you so
people to
much.
go in there, shake it up.
Yep, we do.
Future John Quincy Adams. Yeah. Thank you. Good to see you. Thank you. Good.
You don't want a picture of me there.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
That one there, sir?
Hey, good to see you.
Thank you.
This is taking
Thank
nice
you.
picture.
My friend
Thank
has a nonprofit in Ohio that mentors high school kids from ordinary to extraordinary. You wanted me to tell you about it?
Tom, I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
You
Thank
remember
you.
this crew
Of
that were at
course.
everything.
Oh, you don't need to tell me that. We
nice
saw each other
seeing you
already,
again.
Fred. It's our second time.
Yep.
Annette was always in the
This is what
front.
keeps
She was
our
always in the
body
front.
going, is people like this.
I love it.
Add you to the hat.
Love it. Let's do it.
Thank you.
Of course.
Still,
Yes, yes.
Oh, yes. And you contact us.
Thank you. Thank you.
we still got to get Trump on here.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, of course. Good
Nice
to see you,
seeing
Annette.
you
Absolutely.
again.
Thank you for everything.
Thanks for all you do.
Thank you for everything you've been doing. Thank you.
Anna Hopper. I'm the chair of the Arkansas Teenage Republicans.
Awesome. Thank you.
Youngest
Spread the word.
Arkansas delegate, so appreciate
Bring
a shout
the
out.
next generation along.
20 in law school, so we're fighting our way through.
You are?
Yep.
Good for you. Proud of you. Keep that
my
up. Look for
friend
big things from you. Yeah.
Sheila Walker. She's
How do you
running
do?
for
How do you do?
How are
state
you?
senate in Hawaii.
Oh, awesome.
I am.
Well,
So
good luck.
thank
I'm
you.
excited for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All the best,
Thank
all
you
right?
so much. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Hey, good to see you, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
We may have to, Fred. We may have to roll soon, so just we'll go fast. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah.
You gotta make it fast.
Thank you. Good to see you. Good to see you.
from Hawaii, yes.
Get in. Hold on.
Viva. Vivek.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, man. Good to see you, brother.
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hey.
Hey.
Good to see you.
Are you going to be the Secretary of Education? I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
Well, I would say we got to shut it down.
You're in charge of
I'd
that,
rather. Well, I'd go to.
Education, put yourself
We
out of
had too many
job.
agencies to shut down for that to be the only one.
We're so proud of you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
honor.
Thank you. Good to see you.
You have revolutionized the Republican Party. Ron Paul got me in 2008.
Good man.
We're going to have you win
Thank you.
Arkansas 2028.
We're going to save the country one way or another. So stay in touch with us.
County chairman in Arkansas, huge fan.
Thank you, man.
Huge federalist. We're going to shut him down.
I appreciate it.
I've been saying that for years.
Shut it down. That's the answer. Thank you. Thank you. Hey.
Nice to meet you. My mother-in-law's a huge fan.
Tell her
so
thank
I'm
you.
gonna definitely send this to
Tell
her.
her thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I remember when I've been so inspired to do my part.
Please do. Now it's more important than ever.
How you doing?
Thank you, man. I appreciate
There
it.
you go. Next time you run in New Hampshire.
I love it. Thank you.
There you go. There's a pin.
Thank you. Put this on. Thank you, man. I'm right away there.
I'm running again.
You are.
Take care.
Thank you, Barry.
Hey, good
Appreciate
job.
it. Thank you.
Secretary of State.
One or the. Stay tuned. One thing or another. It's
Thanks.
coming. Thank you.
Vivek, great.
What is it?
Thanks.
Oh, it's people from Arkansas don't.
Oh, that's true. That's fair. That's fair.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
You're so inspiring, man.
Good to see you. Thank
Nice to
you.
meet you.
Thank you, man. Nice meeting you. Thank you.
Appreciate you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Keep fighting. Thank you. Thank you.
I sure do.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Pictures and
Okay.
tapes on back.
Take care, brother. We'll see you.
Hey.
Thanks.
Good to meet you.
Good to meet you, too,
Yeah.
man.
Stay the course.
Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Charlene.
Hi,
Charlene,
I'm the
good to
chairman of
meet
the
you.
Holy Delegation.
Oh, you are? Amazing.
And we're going to have you come if you'd accept our invitation. We'll fly you and your family over.
We would love to visit and hopefully be helpful. Thank you. Thank you. Spread the message to the whole delegation about it. I'm so grateful you guys came the distance, and we've got your back. Thank you.
Oh yes, sorry. You ready? It's all right. Okay. All right. We just want to make sure we get
Hey,
everybody.
good to see you, brother. Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless our country. Thank you. It's an honor. Thank you. Hey.
Margot Herzl.
Good to see you, Margot. Good to see you.
And if you run again, I want to be on your Arkansas campaign. Is
Thank
someone
you.
I can give my
Yeah, we'll, in one way or another, let's definitely stay in touch. Give your contact to him.
This
Can you
guy?
get it to Matt? Can you connect her with Matt Luby? Yeah, thank you.
Vivek,
Good to see you. Hey.
at that breakfast where we first met, you restored my hope and my faith in the future. Look
you.
where we are today.
Thank you.
When your time comes, I'll be 100% yours.
Okay, we gotta
Thank you, man.
move.
I appreciate it.
That's very
Picture.
sincere.
Assistant taking the picture.
You lived in Switzerland, right?
Yeah, just press here.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
You lived in Switzerland? Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
He's
Thank
a good
you.
friend of mine.
Thank you. Very good. Very good.
Hi, I'm Helen.
Hey,
I'm the
Helen,
vice
good to
chair
see you.
of the CD6. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Your parents' dream is my dream too for my children.
Thank you. And we'll make it real for them. Thank you. Hey.
I'm sorry to bother you.
Thank you.
Picture.
Oh, it's an honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Keep fighting, okay? Thank you. We will.
I'm
We will. Thank
Jessica
you.
from Oregon.
Jessica,
I
good to see you.
appreciate your energy.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thanks,
for
Jessica.
being here with us.
I appreciate it. Thank
We
you.
appreciate
Thank
you.
you. Hey.
Hey, thank you.
How you
Thank
doing,
you
man?
for sharing
Good
your
to see
vision.
you. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Take care. Hey.
Hi there.
Good to see you.
Great.
How are you?
Great, thanks. Can't wait to see what you do next.
Thank you. All the best. Thank you. Hey.
Honor, sir.
Good to see
Appreciate
you.
you. Thank you.
Thank you. Hey.
This is the second
Good
time.
to see you. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Perfect.
I'm on the Supreme Court in Arkansas.
No, I just want to make sure we're done.
Are we good time-wise?
Thank you. Ron?
I'm on the
We have
Supreme
enough
Court.
buffer for the next one. So, yeah, thank you.
Thank you. I'm on the Supreme Court in Arkansas. I appreciate
You are.
what you're doing.
Thanks. More important time than ever to be on the front lines of the judicial system. Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, Vivek. So great to meet you.
Yeah.
Much better.
Thank you. Thank you.
Listened to you on the All In Pod.
Thank
and
you.
I loved it.
It's a good one. Thank you. I appreciate it. Good seeing you, man. You on the delegates? Which delegate?
Oregon.
Good man. Good to see you. Thank you. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hey.
Hey, Vivek. You were classmates with one of my partners, Charles Colwyn. We're neurosurgeons. Do you remember?
Yeah, I do actually. Yeah, I would never a long time, but yeah. It's been a long
I
time.
think
but
at Harvard.
tell him I said hello. Yeah, tell him I
I
appreciate it. Thank you.
laughing about
Thank you. He's a neurosurgeon now?
we're both neurosurgeons.
Oh wow, it's amazing. That's amazing. Tell him thank you. I appreciate it.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm fine.
It's great to be here.
Absolutely. Thank you for all that you're doing. Oops. It's just, gosh, I could never get it on video.
There you go.
How'd
Just
you
do that.
No.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Hey.
You're destined for greatness, my man.
Take care, brother.
Love your passion.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Hey. How are you?
Sons are going to be so jealous. Thank you.
All the best. Thank you. Hey.
Hi there. Rob
Good to see you,
Ferris.
Rob.
Nice to meet you.
Take care. Thank you, Rob.
Vivek.
Good to see
Pleasure.
you. Man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, good to see you.
How are you, man?
Great speech.
Thank you, brother.
Right on. Appreciate you.
Good to see you.
Sure.
Thank you, man. I appreciate
I
it.
went to Center Right, New Hampshire. I
Oh,
asked
it's
the question
great.
if you run to a federal office, and you come over to Layton. So I like a guy that asks a direct,
Thank you.
direct question.
Good to meet you. Thank you.
How do I get my hand up?
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know,
Thank you.
Thanks for what you're doing.
We
Thank
really
you.
appreciate
I
it for
appreciate
our
it.
sons and our granddaughters.
Thank you. We won't stop
We
fighting.
live in New Hampshire, too. We
I
know
appreciate
where.
it. Thank you very much, and all the best. Tell your sons. Thank you.
Vivek, thank you so much. I loved your message this morning. I want you to come to Oregon.
We will. We will.
Will
At some
ya?
point. At some point,
Can
we
you?
will.
Okay,
At some point,
you
we will.
gotta come. We really need
You got it.
Fair.
Thank
It's
you.
like I know you, but you don't know me.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Good to see you, my man. I love that shirt.
Love what you're doing.
That declaration on the shirt. I like that. Thank you.
This is
Thank
you
you.
and Conway, by the way. With
Oh, nice. I remember that. Yeah.
All right, so that's
That was
it.
fun. Good
Yeah,
to
I
see.
met
That was a
your
good
wife and
spot. You
children.
did. That was
Wonderful.
so
I'm
memorable.
Stacey
Stacy,
Goodrich, by
good
the
to
way.
meet you.
North Conway, New Hampshire.
Good to meet
Yeah,
you.
this is, yeah, I was
Thank
up
you,
on
my
stage
man.
with you there.
I appreciate it.
Thanks.
Thank you for
Thank you.
everything.
Thank you. It's an honor. Thank you, guys.
No worries.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
My friend Michelle Melendez wrote this book.
Oh my gosh, okay.
It's about Lahaina. It's signed, I'm sorry, inside it's signed to Dan Bongino. But Dan Bongino will have to get somebody
Okay,
else's
got
book.
it, got it.
But I you were
you.
here and I wanted
Thank you.
look, can we
Thank
take a picture with the book real quick so I can show her?
Yeah.
Thank you so
She
much.
can help you. Thank you. Thank you.
Hi there, Lynn.
Hey, Lynn.
Pleasure.
Good to meet you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hey, good to see you. Good to meet
Got
you.
another lei from you.
Oh, thank you. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It means a lot. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'll keep that. Yeah, you got it, Gavin. Good.
Hi, Vivek.
Good
I
to see you.
apologize. My hands are cold.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Appreciate
much.
you.
Thanks.
Thank you very much. Hey, thanks for
See you
taking all the
again.
pictures.
Yeah.
Good. All the best. Thank you.
That was a brilliant speech.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Take care. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Hi, Steve Jonkus.
Steve, good
I'm
to see
an
you.
attorney.
Just shut off, Steve.
I've got a case going to the Supreme Court challenging COVID-19 vaccines
Okay.
next month.
No hugging?
The court system is one of the final bastions we have.
Right.
Use it. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
Take care. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Hey.
Good morning.
Hey, how are you?
Thank you so much for all you're doing for our
Good to see you.
country.
Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much.
So much.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, guys. Take care. Thank you. Hey.
From Czechoslovakia.
You are amazing.
Yes,
Good
yes,
to meet
thank
you.
you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
It's an honor.
Hey,
Thank
aloha.
you. Aloha.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, man. Hey. Good to see you, man. Thank you. Thank you.
How are you, buddy?
Yeah. Good to see you.
Cyrus Husseini. Also an attorney like you.
Awesome, man.
Thank you for
Thank
what
you.
you
Good
do.
to meet you and keep fighting, man. Hey.
Nice to meet you. Sarah Abrams.
Good to
I'm
meet
Adam
you
Ager.
guys.
Nice to
Good to
meet
meet
you,
you
man.
guys.
Thank you.
Like he did this before.
All right, thank you so much, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Dick Corey from Illinois,
Good to
actually
see you.
Oregon, but I grew up in Land of Lincoln country.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey.
Vivek, thank
Good
you.
to
You're
see
my hero,
Thank
buddy.
you. Thank you, brother.
Oh, man. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Means a lot. Thank you.
Pleasure to meet you, sir.
Good to meet you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm going to tell you, I still can't say your last name. I don't care what you say.
Give me a camera.
Please. Okay. But it's got to.
Okay.
Okay, come on. She's going to get on the other side. These are Hawaii folks.
Good to see you.
Everybody says you're the future.
We got to make sure we have a future.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
That will keep you going.
Thank you. I will take that.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. I love it. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Aloha. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Good treat. Thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. We'll come visit.
Please do in case see us.
We would love it. Thank you guys. Thank you.
Carol,
Thank you.
yes, and God
Thank
bless you. We will be
Thank you.
praying.
Thank you very much. Save these for a good treat today. Yeah.
Can I get a picture with you?
Okay, yeah, sure.
Today.
Okay.
Okay, who might take a picture?
You can send it to her.
You don't want a picture?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you
very much.
Great to see you speak.
I appreciate
You're a
it.
real
Thank
gentleman.
you.
I'm
Thank
so
you.
happy for you.
Thank you.
And
It's
you
an
can
honor.
stick with us.
We're going to. We're not going anywhere. I
know,
promise.
I know.
I promise you on that. Lily, hey.
I need the help. I can win. I need the help.
I know you can. I know you can. You're going to be good. Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys.
Israel Lamb, right for you guys in Hawaii.
Good to see you, man.
Challenging Mesa Hirono. Thank you.
I mean, that's a good person to defeat.
That's right. And this is our pin. I don't know if you guys.
Yeah, amazing.
from
Oh my
Hawaii.
gosh.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's
Tell
our
the whole
state motto.
delegation I love you guys. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for
inspiring
the life
your
of the land is perpetuated in righteousness. I like that. Hi.
Jessica.
Good to meet you. Good to meet you. Thank you, guys.
Thank
We
you so
appreciate
much.
it.
The Star Spangled Banner, where the last line, of course, is a question.
What's that?
I give a speech where I use the Star Spangled Banner because that last line is a question.
Mhm.
Does the flag still wave over the land of free and home of the brave?
Actually, it is in the original thing.
in the
It's a
poem.
question.
That's right.
That's a beautiful point.
Is it still?
Is it still?
Is it still?
That's actually a good. I'm gonna take that.
Thank you.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you. All right, should we leave this way? Can we go out here? Cool. Thanks. Thank you. Good to see you guys.
Fred, I'll DM it to you.
Got multiple lays around the neck. So good to see you guys. Thank you for the lays. Yeah. Good to see you. We will see you soon. We love you guys. We love you guys.
Jesus bless you. Come
Thank
and
you.
visit us.
Of course we will. Of course we will. Thank you.
Off to Hawaii next.
Soon, I mean, it sounds like it's could do a lot worse than that, but we haven't gone in a long time. In all seriousness, though, there's a lot of nice places to visit, but there's a lot of parallels between what happened from places from East Palestine to Flint, Michigan to Maui, where we do have forgotten cities in this country, and I do think that we didn't talk about it much today, but what happened in Maui, I think they're still struggling. They're still reeling. A lot of the money that was sent didn't get dispersed in exactly the right ways. But, unfortunately, until you actually get in there, there's not much you can do to change that from the outside. I thank these guys for keeping us on time and safe. I appreciate that. Good to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for looking after and keeping this whole place safe. Good seeing you, man. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it, my man.
Excellent speech.
Thanks for looking after everybody here. I appreciate it. It's I don't want to prematurely celebrate, but amazing job for everybody who's involved in security this week. Yeah.
Did you know Thomas Jefferson and John Adams Sr. both died the same day?
Yes, July 4th, 1826. Yeah.
God bless you. I couldn't remember the year, but that reminded me.
50th. It was in the 50th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration.
Fantastic. I must say, Rep. from Oregon, your generation keeps me going.
Thank you.
My grandkids.
I
You're
appreciate
a great
that.
leader.
Thank you. Thank you.
Proud to hear you speak.
I'm proud to be here with you guys. So,
Can I get my
Fred, you want to
picture?
get one last one? Let's do that. We've got to, man. Commemorate our.
Camera.
I got that one
Okay,
in
there we
DC I'm saving. All right. Smile, guys.
God bless America.
Thank you.
God bless your family.
Thank you.
Take care of those boys,
Thank you.
my friend.
I appreciate it, brother.
All right, Fred, for old time's sake. Yeah, okay.
Love you.
Love you, man. Thanks.
Keep it up.
I'll see you this afternoon.
We'll see you this afternoon.
You keep it up.
That's good. Well, are
Look
you going to be there this
forward to my
afternoon,
love
too?
and the boys.
You'll be
Yeah,
there this afternoon?
absolutely.
Okay, good. I'll see you there. Thank you, guys.